Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. The power went out. Hashtag blame Overwatch. But we are back here bringing it to you live for the winners finals here at LAN7. I am Unthink, bringing it to you live with Carrie Taz. Carrie, there's been a lot of great stuff we got to see today, a lot of tough competition. The next matchup we'll be checking out is Neapolitan taking on Starfish. But I want to address something a little bit earlier. Let's talk about Pengate for just a second.
It's my pen. I don't know where the misconception is that it is not my pen. The pen is owned by me.
I don't know. I feel like Sizz had a lot of ownership to that pen throughout that interview, and it was taken from him.
Would you like me to give him this pen?
I think that would be a very nice chivalrous move of yours.
If he wins, in addition to the $1,000, I will give him this pen.
What do you think is more valuable to him?
What's more valuable to me is this pen.
No, him.
Well, I mean,
at this point, I think we know whose feelings are more important.
It's true. I don't know. Well, we should interview him and ask him his opinions on the pen.
If you did catch the interview with Sizz, Matt, and Dapper, or you missed that one, it is in the VOD. You can check that one out there just above the stream under all of our wonderful videos. Piero's got all the great stuff in there as well. So let's talk a bit about the matchup. So we do have Neapolitan taking on Starfish. This has been two teams that have both 3-0'd their last matches. Neapolitan 3-0'd Bad Touch and actually managed to pull a solid Brazil out of that one. Starfish 3-0ing hit the post in the last match we saw them in. Any predictions coming out of this one as we jump into the next best of 5? This one will move on to the grand final.
Starfish is a solid team. We've seen them play a couple of times now, and they've looked decent.
Yeah.
But that last match against Bad Touch, where we saw Neapolitan come through, it was. How can you not go Neapolitan?
The chemistry there, just the level, their passing prowess, everything that they've got on the board there. I mean, Matt, Sizz, Dapper, they are top tier players. But I mean, I gotta say, Viking, Univ, Twice the Tank. Univ has been extremely powerful in the mid and late game in their lineup. We saw a lot out of Twice the Tang, especially matching up and handling a lot of the control in terms of how they did a lot of their support play. And then, of course, Univ actually showed up in overtime, in the one overtime we got to see them in. And Viking has been critical in the box, just keeping that pressure going. So, I don't know, overall, we've definitely got a pretty big matchup coming up on our hands. Once again, a $1,000 prize pool set up here for LAN7. Piero presenting you all of the action. This is going to be a pretty good one here. I guess we'll be jumping into this one in just a second. Want to jump over to our wonderful casters, Chimblade and SubeSmash. Boys, how you feeling about this bit?
I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling great. And
you have a pen?
You know, this is mine. There are many like it, but this pen is mine. So if you see this removed from the table by Carrie Taz, call him out. Because this is very important to me. Okay? This is for the pen. If this pen is removed from this pad, it's over at the analyst desk. Guaranteed.
Somebody might be removed from the winner's bracket, though, SubeSmash, because this is the winner's final. The winner of this one heads into the grand finals. Dapper looking to make it happen quickly here. Won't get there in time, though, as Univ does have the clear. And, of course, the loser of this does have a chance in the loser's grand final. So it's not the end of the world if Starfish loses it. Starfish, of course, are expected to lose, but we have seen upsets in RLCS, in community tournaments. So maybe Starfish comes back and somehow edges their way through. Matt with an early save and comes Twice to Tang. Won't find the Macho, though, and comes Viking for yet another attempt. Goes way too high for his liking. Dapper towards the left side. Looking to cut inside. Plays it long. Buys his team some time to rotate back across, but Viking will have a full tank of boost. Beats Sizz on that 50-50. 45 seconds in Subi. 0-0, and I'm actually surprised Starfish is holding their own both defensively and offensively.
They are coming out and showing that they are well deserving of being here. Not being shaken by this LAN environment, not being shaken by being placed against professional players. Does not matter to them. And beautiful save from Univ in the box. Keeping this thing all tied up. Only 4 minutes remain. Still tied up. It's kind of shocking, I'm sure, to everyone watching, but these guys know how to play, know how to defend, and the rotations are going to be on point all night long.
See if we see any of those. Univ is up high. We'll get the lower aerial. Sizz is there as well to play one left. Switches the pitch, has it passed to himself. Dapper, the third man in the rotate, will sneak one into the top shelf. Mama don't dust. Dapper don't care. 1-0 for the boys in the blue.
And Viking looking like he was going to get a touch on this, but it accidentally goes off twice the tank, which killed the ball, setting it right in front of Dapper, getting the 1 goal early advantage in this one. They are definitely a first half team. And from what we've seen in this tournament, first and second half, super strong.
They're a full game team. Even if it goes into overtime, they're just a team. They're a team, essentially. They're a team. 10 out of 10 for them. Viking, precarious positioning. Will lose out on that one. No shots from Starfish, and this is what? The 7th shot that went in for Neapolitan. 2 out of 7 is their percentage.
Punches in bunches, and here comes Matt with a shack attack dunk, giving his team 2-goal advantage. Unfortunately, that play resulted in the 2-goal lead, obviously.
Oh, Sizz making it a 3-goal lead. As we're talking about 2-goal leads, Subi almost have a 3-goal lead. We'll see what can happen. Twice the Tang. We're going to come back here. Won't get there in time. Viking dropping one down. Spear and in hand as his shield. Wearing the Viking helmet. Looking to push forward for the Nordic. There goes Twice the Tang. Plays one back across. Matt, though, should be there in time.
Dangerous.
Dapper to Sizz. Matt, the 3rd man. He can't connect. Twice the Tang has twice the punch to keep this one out of the orange zone for now. Now Univ pushing towards the blue. Has to play across. Sizz, though, will find the touch. Matt blocked out by Twice the Tang on that 50-50. Viking up high, drops one back low, and now Sizz and Dapper looking to work forward with Matt as their cherry picker.
Ooh. Oh, and almost connecting on that, but here comes Dapper, 3rd man in rotation, and once again finding the back of the net. Great pass here from Matt, keeping that pressure up, and just a wonderful display of cutting that field vertically right down the middle, giving yourself the perfect rotation.
Half the game gone. 3-0 for Neapolitan, and Viking. Gotta feel bad for him. He has 2 saves so far as well as Univ, but he's been the man of the defense. He's been scored on 3 times, really. He's been the last man back, which shows that Starfish trusts him to make the saves, but he just can't, because I think there might be a little bit of that difference that you can tell just mechanically between Neapolitan and Starfish. But a 3-goal lead really is not that big, considering that Dapper, Matt, and Sizz are that big players. Twice the Tang looking at decrease the margin to 2. Will not get there in time, though. It's played to the right half of the pitch. In comes Univ. Belly up on the Octane. Will miss out, though. Sizz from his own penalty box pushes outwards. Matt should have the clear here. Nice little textbook touch from him. Sizz plays one center. Dapper has to beat 2 players to pick up the boost, and he'll lose out as Twice the Tang with a full tank of boost pushes forward. 3-0 still, though, at the 145.
I'm just impressed by the 11 shots on net in the first half. Absolutely insane the amount of pressure that they're putting on. And if you are this Starfish team, you've really got to focus on getting a goal, trying to carry that momentum in to game number 2. This one is probably out of your reach. The way that Neapolitan is playing is just so on point. You've got to focus on game number 2, focus on making no mistakes, and figuring out a way to dissect this team.
I don't know, man. I've dissected frogs in 6th grade science, but I've not dissected teams like we talked about before. It's beyond my middle school biology science. We'll see what we can do here. 1:03 left, though. Sizz and Viking there. Viking plays the delayed flick across. Whiffed out, though, by Matt. In comes Univ. Univ almost finds the back door. Dapper popping one up high. Sizz is there to finish off this clear. Needs a second one, actually, from Dapper. Dapper over to Sizz. Sizz will play one past the midfield. There goes Univ. He's got 47 seconds. I think both these teams already know that Neapolitan has come out with a victory, but I think the second half was much stronger, really, from Starfish, as I say that. Oh my God, goodness gracious me, I'm cursed.
You are definitely the cursed caster of the day, but you sound good doing it. And Matt, with the very smart pass off that back wall, instead of trying to get the hard angle on net, he realizes his teammate is flying in and decides to hit him on that fly for the 4-goal advantage. This one is going to be going in favor of Neapolitan.
32 seconds, Subi. Maybe a goal to come through Starfish. They'd like that goal. But heading into, let's already talk about what they can do in game number 2. Let's just look at stats to help us out there. We've got 7 saves to come through from Starfish, so they've obviously been on their back foot most of the game. 6 shots. The shots haven't been powerful, though. They've just been like, here, take the ball, and they've been registered as shots, but they really haven't been any sort of concise effort forward so far from Starfish.
Yeah, and if they can get a goal in the net right now, it's definitely going to do well for them, but not looking like it is going to be so. Game number 2 is going to be so crucial. This one is still a best of 5, but you do not want to go down 2 games. You do not want to be forced to go into that reverse sweep situation. Never that good scenario that you want to be in. Give yourself at least a best-of-3 game advantage. We'll see what they have to bring in this one. Game number 2, they have to play a lot quicker. They have to stop with that millisecond thought process. They need to just go for it. No more hesitation. Just do what you do.
Just do it.
Do what you do.
Just do it. Nike sponsoring the Pure Ultra, not really.
That would be.
Nike's. I wish Nike was sponsoring us. If they were, I'd have a little swoosh, a swoosh.
Yeah,
on my
this would breathe a little better. I'm getting a little stuffy sitting here, but
It's okay.
you know what?
We've got the H2O sponsor, hydrogen and oxygen, nothing like those two. Neapolitan Starfish heading into game 2, a clean slate for Starfish. So who knows? Maybe they come back. The slate's been wiped clean.
Yeah, and right off the bat, winning the face-off, but Sizz not skipping a beat in that rotation. And this Starfish team, they need to try and set up offensive plays while in the zone. You were talking about how they did have shots on net, but they were just kind of weak, pushing it towards the goal, easy saves. Yeah. Look for your teammates. Look for passes.
Oh, okay. Matt is there. Dapper as well. Sizz, the third man to connect with it. Won't read the service in time. Waits a little bit too long to put himself into position. Matt dropping down on this one from the 10th story. Up comes Sizz. Sizz won't be there in time either. 4:21 remaining here. Twice the Tang and Viking already have had a bit of miscommunication on the defensive. They're sending 2 people up at times, which I guess is okay if you're going to guarantee the save, but you can't always guarantee it. In comes Sizz, and Viking pulls out his shield. Shows them how the Nordic do it. 4:05 remaining, still 0-0.
And that one was so close in the box, and Dapper flying in. And one thing that, do it.
Just do it, Matt. He says, no,
it.
I'm an Adidas kind of guy. And Twice the Tang will play one left. There goes Dapper towards the right corner. Viking misses out. Third man is Matt. Actually, the third man is Sizz. He's waiting way back there. Matt will end up rotating back, chase down Univ, and get a little love tap to him as well. Sizz looking for the boost here. Will miss out, though, and played back into aerospace. Matt will pick it up. Sizz, though, on the ground. I think he got a backflip there as well, so not what he wanted. Twice the Tang towards the left corner. 50-50 win, setting up Sizz now. Sizz looking for Dapper, finds the connection. No conversion onto net, though, as the save will just barely pull through for Starfish.
And that was a very smart contest from Matt. He was the last man back, but he knew he had a good shot at the 50-50, and it was actually going to help his team by slowing that ball down. Instead of a fast break where he rolls back and he's in a 2v1 scenario, 50-50, that thing shoots up. Everyone's able to rotate back, and the ball's back in their possession, but not for long.
Off the crossbar, the woodwork. The best goalie, of course. He's been bribed by Psionics Art himself. In comes Viking looking for one. Won't get there in time as Dapper has the clear. Twice the Tang now. Off the top again, the woodwork consistently. That top shelf is just unsurmountable. This one will find the bottom pocket. 1-0. Unfortunate turn of events.
Hey, Univ, where are you at? I need to tell you something. It is ball over boost always, especially when Dapper is rolling down the field with said ball. You need to make sure you are there because he can put it on target from anywhere on this field.
Anywhere?
Anywhere. Guaranteed.
There's like an infinite number of points on the field from anywhere.
From anywhere. He will put it towards net.
Well, he can do what he can do. 2:27 remaining. Twice the Tang. Looking to drop on top of it. Dapper dancing around the ball, showing him his street dancing moves. Matt will pop one back up high. 2:18. Univ and Sizz in a dogfight up high. One out by Sizz, of course. Matt towards the midfield wins out this contest, and he's got an empty net for now. Viking. Oh, he had to stretch for it. He got fingertips, but nothing more, and it goes in 2-0.
Yeah, he got a fingernail on that. Just barely touching it. Looks like he was caught with a low boost, so he had to try and get a front flip for that extra speed. Didn't pay off, and now they are looking at a 2-goal deficit with only 2 minutes remaining. Not a bad situation to be in, but you do not want to let that time wind down.
Well, 2 minutes left to wind it down our clock for now, unless, of course, it goes into an overtime, and we have an infinite possibility of time. Dapper actually will miss out. Sizz plays one back to Matt. Neat little North American back pass. The Europeans can't do none of that. 3-0, 150. Matt again showing us why he's on this team and why he's the #1 seed.
Pull out the protractor, pull out the abacus, do some old school math. You might be able to get an angle like that. I'm not sure, but it is difficult to get up like that. And as a defender, you really got to just put yourself in the best position possible to make a save on that. and put a smart 50-50 on the ball. A lot of these goals that I'm seeing, yeah, they're highly skilled players, obviously, but the rotation and positioning from Starfish has not been ideal.
Viking!
It was almost. It was close.
It's been almost so many times, too. Like, they've got 3 shots on target, Starfish, and they're not putting on as many shots as they were last game, but the shots are much more worth their time, and twice the Tang has to stretch, belly up, flip in all kinds of directions, completely discombobulated, but he still makes the save. Univ now pushing forward, twice the Tang backing out. Viking cannot find the finish, and maybe some breathing space here. Dapper sneaks in goal number 4. A sigh from Viking and crew. Now they're down by 4 in game 2.
Well, and it's just a beautiful show of communication. I got it, and all 3 players from Starfish were up on that. They realized time is winding down. They needed a goal right then. Unfortunately, this Neapolitan squad knows how to play defense, and they know how to get those hard clears. And a lot of their goals are just a pure example of said hard clears.
A pentagon, the epitome.
Ooh, a
pentagon. Sizz will miss out there. Dapper pushing one across, waiting for Matt in the air. Matt, can he find the finishing touch? Not just yet. And Starfish, although they are sort of losing their grip, really, I think it's better for them to be getting scored on when they're pushing 3 men forward than when they're just sitting on their defensive end. And why are we even talking, SubeSmash? Let's get up and get out. Let them play.
I completely agree, but Matt, knowing Dapper's flying down that right side, he's calling out outlet, and he hits him perfectly right on a dime, sending in the 5th goal of this game. This one got away quick.
Oh, 5-1.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a Brazil setup.
That's what it was. It was calculated. Absolutely. 100%.
Flip of a dime, really. And if, in case you guys at home don't know, a dime is 10 cents, which is a tenth of a dollar, double the price of a nickel. You can do a lot with a dime. Not really, but in like the 1800s, you could do a lot with a dime.
It's 2.5 times less than a quarter.
Too much math. 31 seconds left. 5-1. We'll see if the Brazil does indeed happen. Twice the Tang will rotate back out. The push coming through to the orange zone, an empty net for a little bit. The full pressure. I like that they're not giving up. Starfish, even though they know they're going to lose, they're still committing 3 members every single time because they have a slight hope. They can just barely see the light at the end of the tunnel. If there is one, and they're trying their best. It's not working out though. 6 seconds, time winding down. That's game number 2 now. Went out by Neapolitan. Chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla, the best 3 flavors of ice cream, really, especially when combined together. So Neapolitan, 2-0.
See, I'm more of a chocolate on chocolate on chocolate type of fan.
Thick chocolate.
Oh, just give it all to me, and I'll throw it down right before bed too. Give me some great dreams. Oh yeah, it's healthy. It's good for you.
You can have really?
Well, from Dr. SubeSmash, yes. I say.
Are you a licensed doctor?
I am not licensed, but I do drink a lot of Dr. Pepper.
You can take that pen that Carrie's gonna steal from you later and make yourself a license.
I will do that in between games. When they're talking, I will make my own PhD degree live on stream, but
it's probably
for
just
right now.
Paper. It's probably just a piece of paper that says PhD on it. But heading into game 3, Neapolitan, they have to win 1. Starfish has to reverse sweep Dapper, Matt, and Sizz. God help us all. That's all I can say.
I've seen weirder things happen, but not that often. I don't know. I want a reverse sweep. The reverse sweep is essentially alive, but even more alive is the sweep of Starfish, and not skipping a beat. Here comes Sizz, 7 seconds in. Why not?
Yeah, the chances of Starfish reverse sweeping are the chances of me ever talking to a girl, which are exactly 0. So,
are there any grills around?
None that I can talk to.
Okay.
So,
well, you talk to my wife. That counts.
Not really, because she's taken.
True.
1-0 though. 7 seconds in. Already Neapolitan extending their lead and heading into game 3, flying.
I'm sorry. I get distracted. It's so great having Unthink by my side, Carrie over here, all the guys. It's just a great showing, great time. I wish we could do this every single weekend. And what? A little breakdown, but twice the Tang with a nice clear.
Oh, Sizz, you are a legend. What is Sizz doing? Sizz, get out of here. We don't.
Well, I don't know why Viking was so hesitant there to come up. I mean, Twice the Tang was going for a Spider-Man save, but he needs to come in a lot faster. He was waiting far post far too long, and that's that minuscule hesitation I was talking about that is going to hurt them, and obviously did. They need to try and work on that. Try to get up to the pace that this Neapolitan squad is playing at.
Well, Sizz, the strawberry of the crew, will make the clear towards the orange zone. Dapper misses out. Vince, this is Vikings' chance, rather, to put a shot on target. An empty net for just a little bit. Will bounce off the left post, though. Univ needs a clear. Sizz was ready to pray and pounce on top of that one, but will not get it just yet. 3:55 as Matt looks to corner the opposing team in their own zone, and he's been doing a good job of that so far. Just looking at stats, 2 saves for Starfish, no shots on target, nothing else. Their points are nothing. 45 is their 50 points is their most compared to 140.
Oh my gosh. Watch this read from Dapper. Now he's in the air. Boom. Coming already.
Oh.
And just, he read that like a book. He read that like a romance novel. He just sat down in front of a fireplace, bearskin rug. That's how you read them, right?
A bearskin run, sitting bearskin. Yeah.
Sure.
Just real page turner. Real page turner of a shot. 3-0. 3:35. Sizz towards the left half. Univ, though, is there. Twice the Tang. Can he turn this into a sci-fi fiction novel? Because at this point, you need some kind of magic to help you out. Some kind of future technology, really.
You need help from aliens or an outside source or the gods or God or whatever religion or deity you pray to. They need their help at this moment. That is for sure.
I think the Rocket League religion prays to Rocket Jesus, or is that too old of a joke at this point?
Yeah. Now that we're in
Season 4.
Yeah, it's definitely worn out.
Dead jokes are what we do here at PRL. 1 goal finally for Twice the Tang. He needs 2 more of those at least, assuming that there are no goals to come through from Dapper, Matt, and Sizz.
Well, and they're lucky because, look, all 3 of them basically holding hands on the field. You don't want to be all 3 in the box because
it was kind of cute.
It was cute. I mean, it was a good family photo for Christmas, but thankfully it didn't hurt him. Fake kickoff coming out.
Sizz off the wall, the classic fake kickoff setup. Put somebody on the wall, have the person who was not going for the kickoff be the one to boot it up there. Did not work out, though. They've got a 2-goal margin here. Looking to hopefully decrease it here, Starfish. As towards the left side, it's Viking looking for a center ball. Can he get the service? Not quite. Not the proper channels found. Sizz. Wow, almost on-goaled it. Dapper, though, was able to keep his team alive. And now Dapper on the offensive. Hot diggity dog. 4-1 at the halftime mark. It's an omen.
It is an omen. Does that mean that we're going to see a reverse sweep or a sweep? Either way, the brooms are coming out and the passing plays are on display. These guys are having fun now. Already 4-1 at halftime. What else do they have in store for us?
I can't answer that question. I'm just going to sit here like everybody else in chat, like all the other viewers at the event. Sit here and hope for the best. I don't know what's going to happen. The analysts are frantically writing down exactly how to win Rocket League. They've got their notes set up. How to win Rocket League. Cornell notes style. They're figuring it out bullet point after bullet point, but still sitting at the silver leagues. Sizz is there, will lose out. Univ is pushing one towards the center. Matt will miss out on this one. Univ actually somehow sneaked that one past. Twice the Tang. Back center. Dapper needs a clear. Won't find it, though, as Viking is there to contest in the air. Whiff coming through. Now it's up to Dapper to push forward. Univ, the only defender there. Plays one to Matt. What a beautiful 1-2 passing play. The finish is needed. Dapper just underneath that one. 4-1 still, though, and the lead is holding strong for Neapolitan with 7 shots on net.
And Starfish really should save these. Get out of town, Dapper!
Woo! Get out of town, Dapper! That was insane. 5-1. What planet are these people from?
I don't know, but that is insane, that car control and that angle to send it across the net for 5-1.
Can we not talk anymore?
I don't think we need to after a goal like that, honestly.
I don't know what Dapper's doing. Somehow Matt's mom drove them from Venus to Earth.
Apparently.
Here, yeah. The soccer mom of all soccer moms.
No way!
6-1, almost coming in. 124, though, still on the clock. And Sizz will need a clear. Viking, though, looking to push one across. Cannot find the corner just yet. Matt will pop one back upwards. Twice the Tang looking for a goal, too. Can't live up to his name, though, and find that second one. Sizz is there to push one up high towards the right half. And at this point, I think it's all but over, SubeSmash. This is the 3rd game of our best of 5 in the winners finals, and it's been all Matt, Sizz, and Dapper.
And don't get this wrong. Just because you hear winners finals, that is not it. We still have our losers finals, and then we are going to our grand finals. So if you think you're going anywhere after this game ends, you are completely wrong. But a quick note to this Starfish squad. They played great in this game. Just honestly outclassed. These are some of the best players in the world, but save the replays.
Yeah.
Watch the VOD of the stream.
Oh, yeah.
They need to really focus on their positioning. It's a little too spaced out. They need to really handcuff each other, have the same amount of spacing, and try and cut the field either vertically or horizontally in half, and only work with that instead of the whole field.
They have to handcuff each other?
Yeah, you know, so if you and I were handcuffed right now.
Okay, this is getting too romantic for me.
Sorry.
This really is a romantic novel. 5 seconds in, Univ looking to push forward. 50 Shades of goal. 5-2 at the 2-second mark, and it won't matter because mathematically it's not possible to score 3 goals in 2 seconds.
Why not? You could get one at 2 seconds, one at 1 second, and then one at 0 seconds.
Oh.
I just
this
blew your
is
mind.
why you're here. This is why you're the official analyst caster.
Well, you know, I fake it till you make it. I don't think it could ever work, but it sounded good.
Who knows? Neapolitan, the chocolate vanilla Napoleon losing out to the Germans. But no, Neapolitan 5-2 in this one. Dapper says and Matt, an absolute show. 425, 300, 170. Twice the Tang and Univ tried their best, but that'll be it, folks. The winners finals goes to Neapolitan, which now means that Starfish drops down to the losers finals. So they have a chance. They could meet again.
Yeah.
Essentially, if Starfish wins the losers finals, they meet up again in the grand finals. So, you know, it could be a rematch.
So, while we're on break, what I really want from one of our moderators, has Neapolitan lost a game yet today? That's what I want to know. Or have they just been sweeping this entire thing?
I'm betting my bottle of water on no.
I
don't think so. We'll head over to Unthink and Carrie Taz. We'll talk about something that might or might not interest you. Back to you, Unthink. Tell me about what happened.
So nice to us, you know that?
No, I don't really listen to him that often. I don't know, they start talking about ice cream and their favorite types. I don't know.
It's getting weird over there. I will say, what a dominant force again from Neapolitan. I mean, we could jump game 1 to game 2 to game 3. This was an absolute, first of all, game 1, a complete and utter shutout. Just Matt was just this huge support effort, handing off one after another to Dapper. Dapper took 3 home that game.
Yeah,
unreal.
It was unbelievable for Neapolitan for the entire series. Actually, in game 1, the first minute, Starfish seemed to have themselves put together, but then Neapolitan woke up and they started putting together passing plays. They started with some fantastic offensive rotation, found passing plays left and right, and then goals left and right. A total of 14 in the series to Starfish 3. Yeah.
3, yeah. Viking was probably the only I mean, honestly, looking at the defense back there, Viking was definitely holding the back line. There was a bit of an overextension coming in from that 18, and Viking was willing to hold back and try to wait for the last second part of the play. But overall, I mean, just the Matt and Dapper combos coming out of that. In game 2, I think something that Shim actually said was the Starfish was the almost offensive. Like they had 3 or 4 opportunities right by the woodwork, and I just don't think that we really saw any of that coming in, you know, really at all. They never got anything at the end of the day. They got 1 goal coming in from Viking at the 33-second mark that game.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, Univ not coming through pretty much that entire series.
Yeah.
It was sad to see him kind of drop the ball, literally and figuratively. So possibly might have made a difference, but in reality, it wasn't.
Well, folks, so, I mean, we can talk a bit more about this, but overall, Neapolitan just dominating the winners final. They will be moving on, and down to the lower bracket will go here for Starfish. They'll be battling that one out there in the losers final. So we'll be back in just a second with that next matchup. This is PRL. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with PRL's coverage of LAN Diego number 7. I'm Unthink here at the analyst booth with Carrie Taz. We've got Starfish taking on Cerberus here for the lower bracket finals. These folks will move on to the grand finals up against Neapolitan. Now, we just saw Starfish take on Neapolitan, go 0-3. But Cerberus, we actually saw them at the very beginning, and they are considered they were marked as the number 1 seed out of pool play.
Yeah, they actually did sweep in their pool play on their first match that we saw. I believe it was
Hit the Post.
Yeah. So they came through fairly nicely in that series, but Hit the Post hasn't really had a good run, so I don't know if that's a good, a benchmark for their play. It'll be interesting to see them in this game versus Starfish, who we just saw get knocked down by Neapolitan. Both guys must be a little bit scared about what they're going to be moving on to in the form of Matt, Sizz, and Dapper.
Absolutely. So it will either be Starfish's opportunity to come back into the grand finals and take one more shot at Neapolitan, or it'll be Cerberus' first shot here coming in to the grand finals potentially here. We're jumping into a best of 3 here for this one, and that'll be Lum, Realize, and Champion, who we got to see earlier in pool play. So now, folks, we've got a special treat. We actually do have a special guest caster jumping in with us. So here to join you with the twinsies on the casting booth, that is going to be Chimblade and his older brother, Sizz.
I think we look alike, Sizz, but not that alike.
No, I think we look kind of alike, but
I'm
not
gonna take
like
a selfie.
twin brothers.
I'm gonna take a
selfie
selfie.
here.
We'll see for ourselves.
Yeah, that's cute.
Right.
That's
on-stream
cute.
selfie.
That's
On-stream selfie.
That's what I like.
On-stream selfie.
That's
we
what
don't
I
even
like.
look that alike.
Yeah, no. I think we look like a little bit similar, but not to be like twin brothers, you know?
I saw you, Sizz, and I was like, that guy's cute.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with
That was
that.
like my first impression was that Sizz is cute. And now I finally understand why. It's like looking into a mirror.
I'm just adorable, you know? Sometimes you look into a mirror, you see yourself.
I mean, it's kind of cute. But we do have a losers bracket coming up. You just played against
Yeah, I
Starfish, so any first impressions, I guess?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of thought they would like be a little bit better. Like, usually we play them in ranked, they're like pretty
Right,
decent in ranked. So kind of expecting more of like a challenge, but I mean, maybe they're just like off their game because it's on LAN, it's a different environment, But I mean, we'll see what they do now against this team.
Yeah, and if they do win this one, so they end up against you again.
Yeah, they play us in the finals.
It'll be a rematch of the ages. We'll see what happens, though. Do you know anything about Cerberus? Have you played against them in ranked?
No, I have not played against. I don't know.
Never
I actually
seen
don't
them.
know who's on their team.
We'll find out as soon as they
Yeah,
join.
we will. Yeah.
That'll work out. I'm gonna go open chat because I'm curious as to what they're saying. LMAO, twins all day. Sizz is adorable. Copy pasta. Straight twins. We're not that alike. Can I be mad at Twitch chat?
people, yeah, Twitch chat is going out of their way to make memes right now.
Can I be mad at Twitch chat? I don't know.
I think we can be mad at Twitch chat. I think that's fine. That's a viable excuse to be mad at Twitch chat.
Well, the players are joining.
Realize,
We can find
Champion,
out.
and Lum. I've never recognized
Champion,
these guys.
Lum, and Realize. Yeah.
I've
We'll
never
see what
recognized
happens.
them.
I'll talk fast. You'll say
There
smart
is
things.
like a Japanese player named Pulse Realize, but I'm pretty 90% sure it's not the same guy.
You know the Asia scene?
The what?
The Asia scene. You know? the player?
A very little, like bare minimum.
Well, we'll see how much you know about the North American scene, as this is a North American LAN. Early attempt coming through from Cerberus in the orange. There's Lum looking for an attempt on target. Univ, though, will play one right back out. Twice the tank to Univ. Univ finds the connection. Needs a third touch. Maybe Serb just barely keeps that one out with Champion at the helm. Oh, my God. A defensive rock is needed. And twice the tang sneaks in. Can't not find the finish, though. A quick attempt coming through from Starfish. A lot of pressure. They like to play aggressively.
Yeah, Starfish is kind of just pummeling their net right now. Cerberus needs to like step up their defense right now and get out of there. Oh, that's a really good pass from. That was an awesome pass down from Relay, I think. If anyone was there to follow that up, that should have been a really free goal there, but unfortunately he missed that. Good stop there as well in the defense.
We see this happen a lot, where the teams will get to the final third, then not be able to finish. What sort of separates the
clean
teams that
shot.
can finish, the teams
Yeah,
that
yeah.
can't finish? We'll
He
talk
kept
about
that
that
low there as well.
after
That was
this.
good too. I think if he hit that any higher, that wouldn't have gone in. He would have been able to save it, but keeping that low there, he just puts it right under him.
Yeah.
That was a good shot.
So back to the question, what separates the teams who can get to the final third and actually score, and those who get to the final third and they miss? It seems like they always miss.
I think it's kind of honestly and overall just the amount of hours you put into the game. Like how much time you're willing to practice. That's kind of what separates like the top teams from the bubble teams.
Okay.
And like just how much time you're willing to put with your teammates. Not breaking up a team like right after you mess up like one event or something.
Yeah, because like I've seen teams that play against you and they match up like same on shots. They have the same amount of shots,
Yeah.
but the shots are just not as good. They just
Yeah.
can't finish it.
That's all just like muscle memory, like eventually, because like knowing where to place a shot, looking at the goal, seeing where the goalie is, and just deciding like really fast, reaction based, like where to place a shot.
Well, muscle memory, I guess, is needed. You guys have like thousands of hours, right?
Yeah, we
More
do.
than that. I have like 700.
2,500 each of us.
I have like 700. Even if though we'll look to play one across the center circle, Viking We'll go look to steal the boost, but backs up towards the midfield. Univ is there, twice the Tang in the air, looking for goal numero dos. Plays one up high. Viking, though, says goodbye to Mother Earth. Univ almost finishes this one off. Twice the Tang. A third shot wide once again, but the lead still for Starfish here. And that's sort of going back to the thing where they just could not get the right shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that shot that Viking had. He had a good opportunity to take a shot there. I think it was Viking, and
yeah, it was Viking.
He hit it on the side of the post instead. He could have just taken that slow and just kind of rushed his shot, and then ended up missing the free from that.
Champion looking to put in the first goal for the boys in the orange. Cerberus Esports. There's Viking with a long clear, wide once again though. In comes Lum, and the boost is picked up by his teammate who can't get any kind of conversion across. This could happen. Champion!
Ooh, the own goal. Oh no, you hate to see it, dude.
Oh.
You hate to see it. Yeah, just getting a pass out to mid and having no one be there, and then eventually they just panic and own goal there. That's a bit unfortunate. Champion's gonna be kicking himself
just
right now.
Just laugh it off, right?
That's
just laugh it off. Say it's all right, guys. We got it. We'll get back
down
into
on
this
my
one.
notes. Champion own goaling.
They got time. They got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to come back. They can do it here. Univ is on the ball. Gets the boost away from Realize, so that's a good start. Realize, of course, can't win that contestation without boosts, and it's up to Lum now to drop one down across. Twice the Tang, though, does have the finishing touch to keep this one back towards the orange zone where Univ is ready to meet and greet it. Plays one off the top. Realize, though, does have the clear, and now it's Lum and Champion with a double touch in the air to push back to the blue, but it's right back over. And a lot of the game so far for the past 20 seconds has been sort of congested to the midfield. So how do you get the ball out of the midfield once you sort of notice just ping-ponging going back and forth?
I mean, I feel like I'm like watching Serb and the Starfish, and like Starfish is hesitating a lot less. They're kind of just playing aggro, not like, just making really fast decisions. Meanwhile, like Serb kind of are indecisive about when they want to go, and like I see a lot of them double committing for the same balls. Like right there, even like there, they just double committed. I mean, they just have to like take their pace slow and like just be patient, because teams make mistakes by themselves. That's kind of what you play off. You play off other teams' mistakes. You don't try to force any hard plays.
So I guess it's like mentally being patient and slow, but like physically, mechanically being really quick at the same time. So it's a balance you have to find. 1:35 remaining though, and maybe Realize can get the comeback going in game number 1. And this is a best of 3. Your games was a best of 5 because it's in the winners bracket, but losers bracket games are best of 3. So the game 1 is even more important in a best of 3 than in a best of 5.
Keeps a lot of momentum going as well for the next game. Starting in a best of 3. Best of 3s are a lot more scary than best of 5s in this game.
Yeah, because you mess up one game and you're like, okay, like we have almost no breathing room now. But best of 5, you sort of have that. It's a marathon, not a sprint, as I think Unthink said. So it works out quite nicely. And there's Realize looking for his first goal of the game. Won't get there in time, and Viking does have the clear. Champion misses out. Realize has the touch, though. A minute to score 2 goals is possible, but like we said, they are a little bit hesitant. And Starfish has 2 players. We'll see if Univ does come back, but maybe take advantage of the 2v3 here is what Cerberus has to do.
Oh yeah, I think Univ is disconnected. Maybe his power shut off near his computer or something. That's unfortunate. But I mean, yeah, they could take advantage of this 2v3, just abuse it if they want to. Definitely a good opportunity just to get back in the game, build some momentum. Even if they can't win it, just getting some momentum, getting a goal too, it's good for them.
Is that BM though, like considered like to take advantage of
in
a 2v3?
RLCS, this is like a big discussion in RLCS right now as well, because like, for example, in the NRG game, Konovi disconnected in the game 1 against G2, and like the way to play it, just keep playing on, like don't stop the play, and like it's like fair play.
Right.
That's what NRG did. They won the game off that, and like I think regardless, it still would have won. It was 2v3 in the game was still close, but they ended up winning. But I mean, you just play out the game. The rules are rules. You stick with it, and you just keep going.
I mean, it's a 2v3, and Starfish just scored their 3rd
Yeah,
goal,
they
so I
scored
guess it
their
didn't really
goal.
matter. Univ does not matter. Univ was the problem.
Definitely did not matter.
They can win 2v3s. They can win 1v3s. Who knows? But
Yeah.
I guess he unplugged. His computer probably got out of the socket. He'll be back though, and
that's
it's
unfortunate.
with 13 seconds left. Won't matter. Starfish took the lead here. So let's already talk about game 2. What can Cerberus Esports do in game 2 that they couldn't do in game 1 to combat Starfish?
I mean, the best thing they could do right now, like for all these kind of teams on the bubble, like trying to get up there,
Right.
I think they really just, like what I said before, just be patient and play off their mistakes, like other teams' mistakes. 'Cause, I can tell like teams like this kind of maybe like they watch our play and they try to force like harder plays that they can't actually like commit to.
Right.
Because you sending like going for passing plays, going for plays like that, you have to send one upfield. And, like you're kind of playing risky, having like trusting your teammates to hit a ball up to you.
Right.
But I mean, in their position for them, I just say like wait it out. Let them make mistakes and play off them missing like whiffing and stuff. It's like that happens constantly.
So sort of like develop your own style. Don't try to copy the pros.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, like if you're mechanically a little bit behind, you can't grow mechanically if you're trying to do things that are above your skill level.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing. For me personally, Cerberus Esports just seemed, like you said, just quicker to the ball. Every single time the ball's in the air, they were there first.
Yeah.
And that makes a huge difference, especially in the 50-50 situations where some people I've heard say 50-50s are luck. You just go for the ball, but really it's the first person there, better positioned, ends up winning the 50-50s.
Definitely.
It is a best of 3. They're asking in chat if it's a best of 5, and it is a best of 3. So, assuming Cerberus Esports wins game 2, what will be the tie-breaking situation? What will be the game decider, really, between the two teams?
I mean, then on, like, I feel like if Cerberus end up winning game 2, I think it's just gonna be a 50-50 either way. Like, it's gonna be hard. Maybe like Starfish will feel like you know that now they're kind of back to the wall because they don't have momentum anymore after the first game, and because right now they're thinking, oh, we just beat them 3-0 with in a 2v3, and if they lose this one, like they'll probably like have a lot of their momentum cut down after that.
All right. Well, while we're waiting on Univ, mini interview. How did you get here?
How did I get here? I drove like 15 minutes to here. I live really close.
You go to school here?
No, yeah, I do. Yeah, go to school here.
And then Matt's mom drove.
Matt's mom drove down. Dapper
Matt
drove down from LA. And
That's kind of cool. Like
here.
the new generation of soccer moms are esports moms.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty good. Like in 30 years,
Yeah.
like moms are gonna be like driving their kids to LAN.
At the
crazy.
LAN in Amsterdam we went to, there was like a group of moms there. Like
Yeah.
there was like always like 3 moms. Garrett's
Yeah.
mom, Insolence's mom, and Turtle's mom. Like those 3 moms were just like there the whole time by themselves, and like they were like out at the mall and stuff just like together. And it was like a funny scene. Like those 3 moms just by each other the whole time.
It's the new generation of moms.
Yeah,
Esports
yeah,
moms.
this esports moms.
I want my wife to be an esports mom. That's my dream. I want to have a kid, just like a.
Yeah,
kid.
that's a fair dream. That's a fair dream.
I mean, I'd be an esports dad. Like take my kid to LAN.
That's a good esports set. Yeah, I mean, there were a couple dads at last line. I know. I think it was Classics' dad.
Classics is dead.
He was there, and I think Garrett's dad as well.
There are people behind us doing crazy things.
Oh, is that? You want my autograph? Yeah. I got you. Yeah. I got you. Come here. Yeah. Here, I got you. Woo!
That's a sentence, not an autograph.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Hold on.
It's supposed to be like cool.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. No worries.
That was cool. That was kind of cool.
I got you, Josh.
Has that ever happened before?
That has happened before. Yes. That has happened before.
Was that scripted?
Wait, you left your pen. Yeah.
Give it to Carrie.
I got you. I got you.
Carrie didn't take the pen after all, Sis just gave it away. The mystery has been debunked, and I think we're still waiting on Univ. No, we don't. We're not waiting on Univ. There we go. We're getting it. That was kind of cool, though. That was pretty cool, and we have a game, Sis. So we'll see what happens. But how do you feel?
Feel pretty good.
Somebody asked your autograph?
Just gave my fanboy an autograph, Mr. Psionics Josh himself.
He gave Psionics Josh an autograph. I want to give Psionics Josh my autograph. I'm so mad, but it is game 2. Starfish is down 1 player. I think we're still waiting for Univ. So I guess after 2v3,
he just left right now. He just left right now. Okay, so his internet is
Univ disconnected. And Psionics Josh is still laughing about that signature attempt, and how that was pretty funny.
It was
scripted, but it was funny. So I like Psionics Josh even more now. Go ahead and hit him up on Twitter or on the official Rocket League Discord. But we are actually going to restart. So this game means nothing.
That's good. Yeah, it's better. I mean,
Who
if
knows
it
where
happens,
Univ is?
that's like a rule I kind of want to implement as well in the RLCS. Is like if a disconnect happens within the first minute of a game or like first 30 seconds, then like you can restart. Like that's like a fair rule to add in. Or
I think the official PR rule is it has to be either after a goal and before a minute and a half. Like there's like some rule where it says like if it happens early on, then you can.
Yeah, that's a fair rule. Yeah.
So
I don't think they have anything like that in RLCS, which I hope they add in soon.
Where did Josh go? I want to find Josh. Josh, you're gonna be on camera again. Yeah, I want you to be on camera. We have to fill space. Yeah. Right. This is right there. Look at right. Yeah. We can open up Twitch chat. Everybody say hi to Josh. He made the game single-handedly with a screwdriver and a wrench.
He built the whole thing.
I built none of that. But I have Siz's autograph. So.
Yeah, he has my autograph. Yes.
I mean,
I have your album cover.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. The album
everybody's
cover.
saying hi, Josh,
Hi, guys.
and the chat's just.
Oh, hey, Dirk. Oh, dude, what's up? Hey.
Is that real life
It's
Dirk?
party. It's a party.
Oh, we got the whole Psionics
Look at
squad
everybody.
here.
Yes. Oh, take a picture, boys.
This is the man himself.
That's art. If you want colored Septa wheels,
Yeah, Archie man, you know, he'll hook you up. Hook you. Art gave me an alpha boost out there.
he has
free.
codes. That's all I'm saying. I can't give out anymore. But just call him. Give him a call. And we're still waiting on the next match. So I think we can go to a very short break, and we'll be back with game number 2 of the Losers Bracket Finals. Thank you so much. This is PRL. We'll be right back with more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You guys saw Rizzo on, was that FaceTime? Skype?
FaceTiming Rizzo. He wanted to
FaceTime
pull the
Rizzo. You
B-roll.
guys saw a FaceTime of Rizzo on stream. That's a PRL experience.
Yeah,
Only
it's an
here.
exclusive.
And we guarantee it.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
really. Don't count me cannibal. But it is a best of 3. Starfish, of course, did win the last series, and if they win this one again, they'll be up against you. So
Yeah,
we'll see
they
what
move
happens.
on against us. Yeah.
We said that we wanted to see a slower sort of, or more patience from Cerberus, but still quicker fingers.
Yeah, that's definitely the best way to play at that lower level. Like the bubble teams, the best way to play, just be patient. That's the best advice you can give anyone like trying to become better at the game.
Patience is a virtue. I think that's in the Bible, maybe the Korah, who knows. Serb, though, has the save. Univ needs to finish. In comes Viking, can't quite squeak it in. Lum popping one up high, twice the Tang to drop one back
You can actually
down.
get
Belly
that.
up,
Oh.
Dolphin diving, misses out.
That was also very nice. Very nice double touch there. He had a really good opportunity there. Could have capitalized on for sure. The defense was all like sitting in net. No one was on the wall, so they had a really good opportunity to take a shot there. It was almost really nice. Unfortunate.
Oh, it's in front of the net, but nobody wants to touch it. They're afraid of the ball. It's a hot potato. Played towards the midfield now by Viking. Lum is there as well. Lum will recenter this one. Realize looking for a touch forward. Univ is there, and it's Champion now back on the ball towards the corner. To the middle. Lum won't get the touch. Champion actually continues his plow towards the defensive end. Needs a second touch. He can't find it in time, though. Now Viking pulling out his spear and his shield for a play forward. Realize, though, will be able to stop him at the midfield. A minute gone so far, and looking at stats, 3 shots for Starfish, nothing for Cerberus. Oh, Univ, where are you? I thought he had that save, and I guess now he does. Champion, though, still plowing through, so Cerberus sitting at only 1 shot. How can they better that statistic? Just
I mean, like, still watching them. Like, there's a lot of whiffing going on, and like, they're still doing exactly what I said before. Like, they're not really, they're not being patient. Like touches like that, they could just wait. Like, just let the ball come down, then go for it afterwards. That was a good play there. Good touch there from him. He could follow this up for sure. Nice. Good shot. Good shot.
There we go. This time
good. Yeah, that was good. So what he did there is it was a really good touch off the wall for his teammate to be there. Following that, he realized that he couldn't score, and there was an open net. Realized came in, just closed that goal. It was really good defensive play there, leading into a counterattack.
Patience worked out. They only needed 2 shots too. Like Starfish is putting on 4. Half of that from Cerberus, but they still have the lead. So
it's all just the efficiency percentage. That's all it is. It's not about how much you take shots and stuff.
It's all numbers. It's all physics. It's all math. It's all in the brain. All in the brain, baby. Realize we'll play one right. Twice the Tang missing out on that 50-50. Realize though continues towards the penalty box. There's Viking making it known that he's indeed at LAN Diego. Lum pushing it towards the corner. Twice the Tang though will miss out on the boost. Maybe go back for it. Yeah, he will. Picks up that boost as Champion, and Realize look to push forward for a combination play. They won't find it though, and 2 minutes gone so far. The lead holding on for Cerberus, but Starfish looks like they really want to squeak one in.
Yeah, I mean, watching Cerberus, like they're definitely stepping it up right now. I'm seeing them play a little bit patient. They're like, that was such a good passing play. Oh, finish that!
Finish!
Oh,
yes!
Nice! What a good play. That was actually awesome to see.
Oh, are your Jimmys rustled?
Yeah, no, that's definitely rustled. Like literally ticklage there. All I know is that was a great play, beautiful passing there. I love seeing those passing plays from these bubble teams. It really shows that they have the opportunities to actually do these nice plays, and it's really good seeing them actually pull it off. Because like these teams all want to reach the higher level, and like that's exactly what it takes to get there. Just passing a play like that, trusting your teammates.
Maybe we see them at the next RLCS.
Yeah,
maybe Josh
Who knows?
asks them
Cerberus.
for their signature next time. Who knows? Maybe Josh goes up to Realize and is like, "Hey, give me your signature." Maybe that happens in RLCS 4 or RLCS 5. But Univ is going to push left, looking for a teammate. Won't find him. Realize is completely out of zone. Nobody is home. Lum somehow actually over the shoulder saves. Those are kind of hard, really.
Yeah, that was a good touch there. I saw him jump for it. I thought I was a little bit worried because he jumped too early, but he recovered well and was able to make the save there. Good touch from Champion. Oh, he dunked it as well. That was really good.
That was
I don't know if he meant to do that. It was actually pretty good because he backflipped there, so he was able to put his composition and actually dunk that, right?
See the replay.
Here, he backflipped.
That was
actually really good. That was a good. I don't know. That wasn't. That was actually very good.
I mean, even if it's not intentional,
it's a good play overall.
Yeah. It's a good play overall.
It's always intentional as long as it works out.
Everything is calculated with a period at the end. 2-10 though, and Lum looking to play one upwards towards the midfield. Finds Champion on the end of it, and a 3-0 lead right now is looking great for Cerberus. We talked about percentages. They've made 3 of their 8 shots, and this might be one in for Viking. He gets it, but it took Starfish 9 shots to put one in.
Yeah, that was just kind of like a clown fiesta. I heard no clue what's going on here. It's just like somehow it goes in the net. I mean, it happens sometimes. Just got to move on from that one goal. It's not really.
Is that a phrase you use, clown fiesta?
Yeah, clown fiesta.
I use that phrase. I know that PRL phrase.
Yeah, I mean, we're twins. Yeah, I mean,
that's insane.
Normally I say other words, but
it's
child friendly. It's child friendly.
There you go. Clown fiesta. Clown fiesta. And instead of a dunk show, it's a clown fiesta.
Yeah.
Realize there. Over to Lum. Can't find the touch though. A minute 48 here. Twice the Tang.
Oh, good touch.
Won't get there in time. Champion.
That was a good example of being patient there. Champion just waited for the ball to drop and just expected him to kind of miss that, because at this low level, that was actually a pretty hard shot. So the odds of hitting that are pretty hard. So really low odds, but okay,
the save does come through. That's the thing too. We see a lot of touches from teams that you say are panicking or thinking too quickly.
Yeah.
They'll take touches that really don't do anything for them. They're just there for the sake of saving it now, but there's no afterthought. What do we do with this save?
Yeah, I mean, usually when I'm playing, what I'm thinking is what am I going to do in advance with this, rather than just touching it and not doing anything with it. Should I leave it for my teammate? Oh, that was almost a really good shot from Champion there.
Almost found it twice. The Tang, though, pushing up. He's got 1:07 to score 2. That's a risky play from Lum. Needs Realize to back him up, and he will. 2 offensive members committed, and both of them whiffing out from Starfish. Played right now. Univ is there to drop one down. It's a drop shot. Raindrop, drop top. However that meme goes. Don't remember. Realize. Playing one towards the corner. Twice the Tang there. Back across, and now it's Lum with a clear. 48 seconds left, says, is there a chance for Starfish? Because they've been just putting on so many shots, but they can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I see them they're trying to make plays, and like Cerberus is just playing patient, which is like why Starfish isn't really able to commit on and like make any good plays. Oh wait, I just like kind of counter what I said, but I don't know. Anyway, overall, like the plays. Oh, what the? Okay, that was really good.
I think
there,
Dapper
actually.
did that too, where it was going and then he touched it. In one of your games, he was like, "I got this, fam."
I mean, at this
point.
point, the odds of Starfish coming back are really low. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna move on from this game and focus on the next one.
Yeah.
30 seconds left is possible, but it's like pretty much unlikely at this point. I've never seen it really happen at 30 seconds left with 3 goals behind.
Well, before we went into the break and before he got the signature sign, we said if Cerberus wins the next one, what's going to be the game breaker? You said it would be really close.
Yeah,
It'd be a 50-50,
I feel like now Cerberus kind of have the momentum. I mean, Starfish just scored, so 23 seconds left. They still could score 2 more, but I mean, that's still a long shot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, Cerberus do have the momentum right now. Like they're playing confident now. They just came back from a 3-0 left deficit in the 2v3
Right.
as well. So, I mean, now they're kind of maybe feeling it. They could definitely pull off this one next game.
Maybe they even do this game. Who knows? It could be a Lan Diego miracle.
Yeah,
like
you
a
never
Christmas
know. 20
miracle,
seconds
except not
left.
in December. The play's not going to come
That
through.
could have been another goal. That was close.
Yeah. 14 seconds, though, says. Do we call it?
Yeah, I think we call it. Definitely call it.
I'm going to call it. 10 seconds are left. Cerberus Esports gets it to a game number 3, and it's a best of 3, so the next match decides it all. You said you really don't know it'll be a toss-up, but momentum is on the side of Cerberus Esports.
Yeah.
But if there's like any one specific thing that one of the teams could do to combat the other team's playstyle, what would be that one thing?
I mean,
like
I think
the advice?
Cerberus should just keep playing how they're playing. Just like being patient and stuff. Starfish, I think I took the more mechanically skilled team. But I mean, Cerberus, they're playing more together as a team. They're playing patient, which is really nice to see. They're passing well, which is good. Starfish are playing more aggressive. They're just trying to make shots, trying to take hard shots, and they're putting in like you can see they have decent mechanics. It's just like how well they can do. So I'm gonna give this next game to Cerberus honestly, because I feel like the mechanics won't really hold through here. I feel like it's more team play. So I'm gonna say Cerberus here winning this game. But I mean, we'll see. Honestly.
We'll find out. Do you have like an idea of what score maybe? Just to be that ballsy?
I think it'll be a really close game. I think it'll be like maybe a 2-1 or maybe even overtime.
2-1 in overtime.
2-1
in OT.
Yeah, we'll say that.
I'll piggyback because
We'll
you're
say
smarter
that.
than me. 2-1 in OT for Cerberus Esports. Is his analysis, his prediction. We'll see if it does indeed come true. We'll find out in 5 minutes, maybe more, if the overtime does happen. But Viking right now.
That was actually a really good touch and Realize there.
Nerd champion. I think he could have finished that one.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass from Realize, putting it right out to the middle where the opponents couldn't reach it because they were both in net, and his teammate was in midfield in a really good spot to contest it. It was unfortunate they couldn't score off it.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh my gosh.
What just happened?
That went in somehow.
What happened? That almost went in. I think he got bumped back into the ball and just went super fast. Viking, though, towards the right half. Lum will miss out on that one. It's played towards the orange zone. Unit attacking third, but
what a
champion.
save from champion.
Whew. Twice the Tang has to back off of this one. There goes Realize to drop one back down. Lum waiting for the boost, but it was not up just yet. Off the wall, misses out completely. It's one defender left in net. Twice the Tang, the only offender, so it won't really matter. And a double commit to that ball. A bit unusual from Starfish there, but they're still at a 0-0 with a minute gone. So far, just looking at stats, Cerberus has more shots on target, and usually they have less shots on target by the end of the game.
Yeah. I thought I was going to pinch it somehow. Yeah, that would have been really unfortunate. I like the way they're playing. Lum is hesitating a lot. Even there, he just hesitated right there. I just said it. Yeah, I mean, Lum hesitated there definitely. Should have just went for it instead of trying to get a really good clear there. Just go for it. Make sure it's out of danger. But he hesitated like last second and then just messed up the save, messed up the clear there.
Those are hard too, though. Like when you're like next to the goal.
It was.
Like,
I think what he's trying to do is. So basically, if you're on a wall and if you can hit it at the top of your car and it pinches kind of with the wall and goes across the whole map like really fast. I think that's what he was trying to go for. It's really hard to pull off. In that situation, when you're kind of last man back, I wouldn't suggest going for that. It's a lot more dangerous, and like you just need to get the ball out of there as fast as possible.
Well, they're down by 1 now because of that hesitation. That one detail is so like when you get to play at this level, the one detail can just like screw up your whole team. That kind of sucks, but you don't have as much room as say you have in solo queue or something like that.
Yeah.
They're feeling it right now. They're down by 1. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to come back here. There goes Lum. Champion actually as well. Double commit there.
Double commit.
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, that was That was another situation of them, two people just panicking, you know, not trusting each other. They went for a double commit there. They were playing really well last game, kind of passing and like letting each other go for a ball.
Oh.
But this game, they're kind of going back to like how they played the first game. I hope they can fix that up soon.
So if this sort of style from both teams holds, Starfish is going to take it.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like a mirror of
Service
game
to get
one.
back to their kind of passing play style, like how they did in the first game. They had like two nice passing plays. That's really all you need, is a couple like that can get you the goal at this level. That's a good play.
Oh, Champion got
that
the
might
bump
still
though.
be in. Oh,
yeah, the
that's it.
bump.
Yeah, the bump got
the
him
bump
there.
did it. Don't touch a ball if you can touch a car.
Yeah,
There you go,
yeah.
1-1.
That was a good opportunity to redirect, but I mean, missed the redirect. I don't think he was going for the bump, but I mean that
It looks
still
cool.
works out. As long as it works out, it's intentional. That's all that matters.
It might be RL Daly's quality even, because that bump was pretty crazy. 1-1 though. 2:47. Viking is there. Serbin realized even kickoff, but Lum is there to pick it up as he pushes across. Twice the Tang. Sees the drop down from his opponent. Does not care though. There's Unif for a play forward. Finds a touch towards the center circle. Needs a second when he's up high. He's floating. He's a jet plane. Lum though on the ground playing it patiently this time around from Cerberus. Will have the clear. Half the game gone, and it seems like Cerberus has picked it up. Especially the past 20 seconds. They're back to their passing.
They didn't panic on that whole like last 30 seconds was kind of all Starfish's offense. And, like servers just kind of held down defense. They didn't panic, and they played that defense really well. Now's a good time to counterattack, and they could keep doing that right now, but they back off. Okay, that would have been a good opportunity for Realize to stay up and kind of trust his team for the pass there, but he just has to just back off instead. Now they're back on defense and trying to go for a counterattack again.
Well, 2 minutes left. We'll see if the tiebreaker happens, and it might even go 2-1, like you said, because the teams don't look like they're going to be scoring anytime soon. Twice the Tank trying his best there. Needs Unif to help him out there. Unif tries his best as well, but cannot connect.
Oh, what
this is
a
the
good
passing
play.
Look at
such a good
that.
play.
Such a nice guy, too. Lum
Fantastic.
could have stolen that.
Left it for his teammate. Matt and Dapper would definitely have not done that for me. That's all I know. But that was a really good play there from it was Champions to Realize and just to the open net. Really good team play there. Really good
Again,
team
just
play there.
involving all three members in a play seems to work out well. I think Unif disappeared for a second, but he got back, so we're good.
I thought let his computer disconnected again.
Yeah. Twice the Tank, though, looking to push forward towards
Good
the
dunk
midfield.
there.
There's Viking. Second touch needed. Interesting backflip to sort of loft it up there. Realize there as well. Unif will meet him and greet him. Lum towards the corner, looking to bomb it out of his own zone. Twice the Tank. Back towards his own defensive half as it's pushed towards the center of the field. Realize is there. Unif is there as well. He'll win that one on the contention. Needs this double touch here. Puts one across. The third touch needed from Viking.
Oh,
Viking won't get it.
That was a good page from the Champion, not trying to pre-jump it. A lot of players would normally pre-jump that and just try to like hope for the best, but him not pre-jumping like leaves him in a good. What a good shot there, the top right corner. Really hard to save there, and that was quite of a misplay from Starfish. No one was there to contest that, so I think Twice the Tank missed on the wall. Then that was just unfortunate from him. His teammates didn't know that he was gonna miss, and then just a kind of a free goal from Lum.
You know what we call that at PRL? The top shelf where Mama don't dust.
Top shelf, Mama don't dust.
There you go. You can cast
Thank
now.
you.
Top shelf where Mama don't dust.
you
That's
for
the
that.
only phrase you need to know. You can just put that on, just loop it, and you'll be A-OK. Serb, though, looking for a goal number 4 here.
Oh my, the
What the heck,
passing
man?
plays. I'm so proud of Serb right now. They're actually playing really well. Really good passing Champion here. That was so fast. Passes like that or like super fast, really hard to see like what you're gonna do because you don't know if your teammate's gonna just go for it right away or just let it drop and try to dribble it. They're not really sure what Starfish was thinking. Maybe he was trying to dribble it, but I mean, a teammate from Serb was there to finish it off just in case, and you know, it went by really fast.
We said that Serb was not looking great in the first half, but they came back. There are
they
teams,
definitely
right, that are
stepped it
like
up.
second half teams, right? There are
Yeah.
teams that you can like notice specifically
You definitely see
that
them
they are
picking it
second half
up.
teams.
Yeah.
Would you say you guys are an all-game team, a first half team?
Honestly, I think we're just everything. I don't know. I think.
You guys are the Mario. You guys
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are the Mario of Rocket League. Twice the Tank, though, looking to drop one down off the top. Unif finds goal
Good
2,
finish
so
there,
it's
yeah.
getting a closer and closer, only a 2-goal gap with 37 seconds.
Yeah, I think that was really hard for Champion. Maybe he had no boost. I think he did have no boost. He just picked up that one pad. Nothing much he could really do there. Kind of had the hope that that he missed, but I mean, he ended up getting it there, and it was a good play from Starfish overall.
Are there
Punished him with
goals
no
like
boost.
where you just can't do anything? Like, is that ever a thing where it's like,
Yeah,
I
that
couldn't
was
do
kind
anything?
of like there's situations where like you might have no boost in net, and like there's
Yeah.
really nothing you could do if a good shot is placed like in a top corner or like just on top, just high, because then you can't double jump for it.
That was close. They almost got the comeback, but it will be won out by Lum. Lum, if he scores one more, he's
Oh
sealed
my,
the deal.
Lum just
but
dunked like 3 times in a
Yeah.
row. That was just so. Literally just went like Shaq mode.
he's playing Space Jam. He's playing Space Jam.
Yeah,
Twice the
he
Tank now
definitely
towards the
is.
right half. He wants to come on and slam. Unif will miss out. Lan Diego Viking misses out.
That is the game.
That
for
is
sure.
it. That's the game, folks. The losers finals won out by Cerberus Esports. They're the team you'll be facing. After having casted them, what do you think you guys have to do? You guys just gonna play your game,
Or
Yeah, I think we should not underestimate them again. I mean, we're coming in like not underestimating anyone, so we're just gonna see how it goes. Just gonna treat them like any other normal team, and I think it'll be fine for us. I think we'll still play a normal way. We'll still kind of win out pretty easily. The confidence.
So we're just handing you $1,000.
Yeah, the confidence through the roof. Confidence through the roof.
Sometimes it's good to be confident.
Yeah, all I know is
Not
Rizzo
cocky, but
FaceTime me.
confident.
Rizzo FaceTime me. That's
Rizzo
all I know.
FaceTime was the pep talk you needed.
Yeah.
The pep talk they needed, and we'll get a pep talk from Unthinking and Carry Taz as they talk to us about why Starfish just could not grow all 5 appendages and somehow come back. That made no sense, but we'll pass it off regardless. Unthink, say something that makes sense.
They look so good together.
They do. They look like the same person. Are you sure that there's not anything going on weird over there? Like
Shim is taller, but Sizz is definitely older than Shim. It's crazy. It's wonderful to see him, though, and once again, thanks to Sizz for joining us here at the casting booth, and now he's going to be jumping in to the grand finals. So, I mean, the story of this game and this entire series really was after Game 1, which was a fairly close matchup. Overall, it just seemed like Starfish let go and went to the Ultra Aggression, and Cerberus waited for that overextension and then completely punished them for it over and over and over again, especially Relies, who had absolutely no problem dominating them in that fashion.
Yeah, absolutely. It was Cerberus coming through in Game 2. Their first game was, all right. It was very much a back and forth game with Starfish, but it wasn't much that set Starfish apart and above Cerberus. But that's not what we saw in the upper bracket previously. They were 3-0'd. Cerberus was 3-0'd by Starfish.
Yeah.
So for them to come back and 2-1 them to clinch a spot into the grand finals must feel nice for Cerberus.
Definitely, especially since they rocked through the lower bracket. They 2-0'd Lotus, they 2-0'd Bad Touch, and then they came in through here. Starfish was actually knocked out by Neapolitan, and now it's Cerberus' chance to go in for that grand final spot against Neapolitan, who have been, by the way, they have not lost a game this entire LAN.
I mean, it's impressive.
It's very impressive.
But are you surprised?
We walked into this knowing that the squad was going to come in here and do some real work, and we're definitely seeing a lot of that action working out now. And so we're going to be jumping into the grand finals in just a second. Talk a little bit about the prize pool in general. So we have a $1,000 prize pool on the line. That's being split first, second, and third place, 60, 30, 10. So 600 goes to first place, 300 to second place, and then 100 is going to be going over to third. So it does look like Starfish is going to be taking that home, and now Cerberus is battling it out for basically trying to double their money at this point, holding on, and then Neapolitan the same thing as well. So it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup.
Yeah, definitely. We did see a bit of confidence before on the caster side of things from Sizz, and
yeah,
coming through in this tournament, they haven't really had much to come through and contest against them. They haven't lost a single game, and we saw from Cerberus and Starfish, the contenders for the grand finals, they could have come through and played a lot better, but I think a bit of inconsistency, a couple mistakes that have come through, have just made this kind of a set in stone in the minds of Matt, Sizz, and Dapper.
Absolutely. And also, I mean, Cerberus in general, they have a huge hill to climb. So the way the bracket is set up, so the winner from the winner's final, which is Neapolitan, has to win a best of 5 out of the grand finals to take home first place. However, if Cerberus does win the first best of 5, if they win it, they have to go to a second best of 5 in order to take first place, and they have to win that as well. So it's a bit more of a challenge coming from the lower bracket, but they've also played best of 3s to get to this point. So it's just kind of it's a different stamina game coming in based on kind of how you approach the bracket system.
Yeah, as soon as they were eliminated into the losers bracket, they actually did start to play very well. They 2-1 Lotus, they 2-1 hit the posts, if I'm correct, and then being able to come through and 2-1 Starfish. It bodes well for them. They were able to find success fairly consistently, although going to Game 3 every single time and then suddenly finding yourself up against Neapolitan, it's not fantastic.
Sometimes it happens.
I am hurt.
Are you hurt? I think he's on Sizz's side on the pen thing. Boy, this sure is uncomfortable. What we are going to go to a quick break and be back with the grand finals for the Rocket League PRL LAN Diego grand finals. It's going to be here in just a second, so do not go anywhere. We'll be back with Neapolitan taking on Cerberus in just a second. This is LAN Diego.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to LAN7. My name is Unthink. This is Carrie Taz, and we're here to keep you guys entertained.
No. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's try that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats.
I'm SubeSmash, and this is Stacks. No, let's try it again. One more time.
I'm Chimblade. He's SubeSmash. There's a finals. It's the grand finals. So Neapolitan, Sizz was just casting with me, my twin. We have to watch him play with Matt and Dapper up against Cerberus Esports, and it's a best of 5 if and only if Cerberus Esports wins the first best of 5. We get a bracket reset because Cerberus Esports is coming from the losers bracket. So Cerberus Esports is coming from the losers bracket. So we have a bracket reset if they win the first best of 5. If Neapolitan wins the first best of 5, it's over. We give them $1,000 reduce, and that's a lot of dollar reduce.
That is. I really hope Shice brought the big giant check for them. If not, I'm going to be very disappointed. But I do have to say, Cerberus Esports, they just won essentially the losers bracket to make it into the grand finals. And I was sitting behind them, watching them the entire time. They are so hyped every time they get a goal. It's so exciting to watch them. These guys are really fun, and I hope they come out, have a good time, and really, give Neapolitan a run for their money.
Is there a second place prize? I don't think so. I think it just all goes to the winner, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Well,
we've got stickers if they want them.
We've got Snickers? Oh, stickers. I thought you said Snickers. That's how hungry I am. All I'm thinking about is food. I haven't had food since like 8 a.m. So you said stickers, I heard Snickers. Now I'm hungry.
Well, I had a delicious bowl of
Chipotle.
And
why would you not get a burrito at Chipotle is my question.
Well, I didn't want to... Yeah, come on now. You got to be clean when you're on camera.
Fair enough. Neapolitan and Cerberus Esports 0-0. Because that's how games start. You don't get any handicaps.
No, unfortunately not. But, yes, this is the grand finals. 100,000 pesos? Just $1,000 on the line. I don't want to get any currencies mixed up.
It's 58 million rubles. Matt will play one across. Sizz is there. Sizz, what a touch to start the game off. Just 9 seconds in, Sizz almost found a boomer. Matt finds the top shelf, as we taught him. Mama does not dust.
Oh, you got to teach him where Mama doesn't dust? I like that. But Sizz, great pass into the box to Matt. And the entire Cerberus Esports team caught off guard. Probably weren't expecting it to start that fast right off of the bat. And here they are. This is the team to bring down. This is the grand finals. It's do or die. Big win or go home.
Go big or go home. That's what it is here at PRL. Realized in Cerblum. Off the wall, play one across. Lum still on it. Dapper just gets that one floated right over his head. Matt coming through as well. Can't find Dapper just yet. Realized needs another touch. He'll play one back over, and he's back on the offensive push now to the midfield. Look at the cheeky play from Cerberus. We talked to Sizz when he was casting that. He said that I think we'll win, but we cannot underestimate them. And that was a situation where underestimating them might have led to you being scored on once. So they're going to have fun, but how much fun can they really have when they're up against Cerberus?
They can't get too caught up with having fun. They can have a little bit. Absolutely. And once they start piling on more goals, it opens it up to the freestyles and stuff like that. But I can tell you, Cerberus Esports is taking this very seriously. They want to take home that $1,000 prize pool. That is not a normal weekly 3v3 at PRL. This is a lot of money on the line.
Well, Matt's looking to put one center. In comes Sizz. Sizz to drop one down. Realize, though, we'll play one right back up towards the midfield. Dapper there as well. Finds the connection. A minute and a half gone. Lum finds a save, but that's a terrible save. Dapper puts in goal number 2, and the lead, as expected, really, is coming through from Neapolitan.
Yeah, I don't know why Lum just killed it in his own box. He should have either cleared it to his back corner or tried to hit Realize on that, and in turn hitting Realize, he could have had that hard clear downfield. They need to play very smart in this one and realize those simple mistakes are going to be just absolutely obliterated.
Obliterated. Subi's vocab word of the day, obliterated. Check it out at your local library in case you don't own a dictionary, but it should be there somewhere in Webster's. Dapper plays one of Sizz. It's played up high towards the corner. Dapper can't find the touch. Bit awkward from him, but hey, even the bests make mistakes at times. It's not about how many times you fall down, it's about how many times you can pick yourself up. I think Gandhi said that, maybe. Who knows? Dapper gets some boost, pushes it right upwards. Champion is there, though. Needs a second touch, and Matt will be able to contest and push it back towards the orange zone. There's Dapper pushing across. Lum won't find the touch just yet as Matt able to contest. Sizz there as well. Sizz! Goal numero 3. And his team is looking good.
Yeah, and once again, that simple breakdown of defense. Not in the right spot, definitely not at the right time. And a wide open net. Sizz is going to find that all day long. I think he's done enough rookie striker training to hit that goal.
I mean, don't make fun of me for not being able to pass rookie striker training.
I won't. I don't think I can.
You can't, really?
No, I can't.
All right, I kind of felt like we were in the same boat, but now you've completely made me feel awkward, so I'll just continue shouting at Rocket Cars. Dapper is there. Matt in the center as well. The clear will come through from Realize. Cerberus. So far, 5 saves to the team's name, but it's just not enough. Matt, Sizz, and Dapper never stop. Never stop. They do not have an off switch.
No, absolutely not. And a great dunk from Lum, getting the first one in for them, and that's just under halftime. This is exactly what they need. They need to carry on to this momentum and way to position himself following his shot, putting Matt in a terrible spot. Goal number 1.
Goal 1 is not bad considering you've only taken 2 shots, so a 50% shooting percentage against Neapolitan is pretty darn good, and Dapper says, hello, who is this?
I don't know what happened here. I absolutely do not know. Dapper just took the ball all the way downfield, and I don't know what Realize was doing. He was cheating up awfully far for being the last man back. When you're that last man back on the kickoff, if you aren't going for boost and going directly back to net, you are putting yourself in a dangerous situation.
I mean, being down 3 goals, I mean, just being in a series against Neapolitan, I think, is a dangerous situation.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Just signing up for the tournament, knowing that Matt, Dapper, and Sizz were here, that's a dangerous situation.
Hey, but they did it. They didn't know, and look at these guys. Cerberus Esports is in the grand finals of this PRL, our first ever LAN event here at LAN Diego, and they're showcased.
They took the risk. What can we say? They took the risk. Cerberus Esports has taken the risk. We'll see just how much of that risk they can go all the way down. Matt will miss out. 1:28 remaining here. Realize, I guess we'll try his luck on this one. It's an air dribble attempt towards the bottom pocket. That is finesse. F-I-N-E-S-S-E? F-I-N-E-S-S-E?
Something like that. Either way, he made it look good. Going for almost... I thought he was going to start with a freestyle, but he ended up just following the ball and put it far post away from Sizz. Sizz not able to get back in time. And they cut the lead down to 2.
Sizz missing out there. Matt will be able to pick up, though. Realize 2 goals to score in 1:16. Not shabby whatsoever, considering that you can tell that Neapolitan in the last series, they've sort of been goofing around sometimes, but this series they are just hard on focused.
Well, we've got a kissing match going on over here between Champion and Sizz.
Can we zoom in on that?
Can we zoom in on this kissing match going on in the corner?
Ooh.
It's very intense. Oh, and the WWE move comes out. He puts him all the way downfield.
Denied. Swipe to the right or to the left. Which one's the bad?
Left.
Left
Yeah.
is bad. Okay. Left. Swipe to the left. 47 seconds. Lum will drop one down. Matt, though, is there, and he'll continue the push across towards the orange zone. Dapper. Did Dapper just touch that? What the heck? No!
I'm in complete and utter awe. How? Are you serious? The slightest wheel touch to slow that ball up, put the English on it to roll it around the post. We're looking around trying to see the replays everywhere because that was insane, and here comes the fake kickoff.
Ooh, 5-2. 33 seconds. I think my heart rate's still trying to get back to the balance after that goal. Matt, though, is there.
Okay, your pulse is good.
Yeah, Subi literally put his arm on my veins, and he checked my pulse, and he says it's good. We'll see what happens. 20 seconds left, though.
Oh, baby.
The freestyle, the twists, and the twirls, the pirouettes. He is indeed a ballerina for Cerberus, and 10 seconds to score 3 goals. Not happening. Game 1 to Neapolitan.
Game 1 in Neapolitan's favor, and they did it with ease. Just going to show you why they are some of the best in the world, definitely the best in the land right now, but they cannot get too confident as Cerberus Esports, they were pressing down their throats quite often and doing quite well with it.
Oh, Subi, what can we say? What can we say?
Game 1 going to Neapolitan, they're that much closer to $1,000.
They were here.
Yeah, about there. That close. They're that close now. Now, so can we get $1,000 bills, and when they, if they win, go over and just make it rain all over them? Congratulations.
I wanted to do that, really. I don't know.
Can we maybe? I don't know.
I've always wanted to.
Yeah. Well, they actually have a gun that you can put dollar bills in, and it's battery operated, and it shoots them out for you.
We can't talk about guns on stream.
Well, I'm making
Neapolitan and Cerberus Esports, Dapper, Matt, and Sizz, of course, up against Champion, Lum, and Realize. Any predictions?
Yeah, I'm going to say Neapolitan's going to come out and score some goals and look good doing it.
Yeah.
And Cerberus Esports is going to be super hyped. They're over there having a blast, and I love seeing it. Put a smile on my face. Do it!
Oh baby! You're crazy! Woo!
Sizz and Dapper and Sizz. Is it the Dizzle Sizzle? I don't know, but my goodness, the aerial pass to find Dapper to go upper 90. Beautiful.
I can't even, Subi. I cannot even. 4:50 on the clock. There's Matt looking to make an even crazier play. It's popped back down, though. Lum is on the ball now. He'll play one left. There's Dapper. Recentering this one. He needs a second touch. Sizz, though, is on the ground, and he'll push one to Matt. Wonky play there. Sizz having fun with it. Plays one Matt for the backflip. He'll push one towards the right side. Lum is there to continue the push, and Dapper has one shot on target. That one was the only one that's gone in so far for the whole game. Only 4 minutes and 23 seconds have passed, but it feels like a much longer time.
It does, and once again, just like Game 1, opening it up with a quick goal within 10 seconds, and the pressure has been on ever since. It's not left Cerberus Esports zone, unable to get a hard clear out as this team, Neapolitan, is just able to do whatever they want with the ball, and may I say it again? Oh, no way!
Okay.
Oh, I thought they almost had it.
I've lost half my voice. Don't want to lose the other half.
Why not? This thing is coming to an end. I don't want it to.
I have school. I have middle school tomorrow.
Well,
I have a presentation in human anatomy in middle school. So please, 3:43 though. Sizz will play one up high. Matt looking to come in as well. Finds the drop down. Not as cool as their usual shots, but still cool.
Oh yeah, it's anytime the ball hits the back of the net, it's pretty cool, especially when it's in your favor. And Lum, just out of his reach, he came flying in, and the speed from this Neapolitan team is really throwing off Cerberus Esports. They're not used to seeing guys that can play this quick, can hit each other on the fly, and Realize with a great save to put that up. But once again, there's Dapper, and I told you, he can put it on net from anywhere on the field.
Anywhere. The infinite number of points anywhere in the 3D space of Manfield Knight. Lum is pushing forward. Finds Realize this is Lum's chance to shine, and look at that. They get an attempt, able to convert, but how many more of those are they going to get is the question.
Yeah, probably not a lot, but a great contest right there from Realize to set up Lum, and Sizz was just caught, honestly, with his pants down, didn't know what to do, and if you try and run in that scenario, you're falling over.
His pants are down. We'll see if his underwear comes off as well. 3:15. In goes Dapper towards the right half. Realize, though, is there to play one up high. Matt meeting and greeting him. Sizz, what a touch on target. Just a little bit wide, though, and Champion now towards the right side gets destroyed. That's Realize getting destroyed by Dapper. It's a power play. Dapper back center.
Gosh.
Sick.
Oh, what a save!
But the save is even sicker.
That was wonderful. Great positioning from Realize to body that up and not allow the follow through to push it into the net.
Whoa.
But here comes Neapolitan once again, knocking at that door of the goal. But Cerberus Esports only down by 1 at halftime.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Neo. Neo who? Neapolitan is what they say. Matt will play one up high. Needs a second touch. Lum, though.
Oh, baby!
Where did that come from? Where has Cerberus been this whole game?
They're here, and they are here now. Matt was looking for Sizz on that ball, and just an amazing put in.
With the belly button.
Yeah, that was a pinch into net, so very difficult to defend that And halftime, all tied up. Game number 2 of our grand finals. $1,000 is on the line.
Dapper, Matt, and Sizz have found their match. As I say that, of course, they knock on the door, and Mom Matt opens it up, gives them some homemade oatmeal cookies.
I don't understand, though. This is the second time we have had a kickoff goal. Cerberus Esports, they need to stop pushing so far forward on these kickoffs and at least have one man back to defend. You can't just leave wide open nets, not against Neapolitan.
2-18 though, definitely a lot of time for Cerberus to come back. Cerberus
Oh!
with Lum once again. He's a genius. He's a pilot. He needs to join the space program.
Well, spacemen do wear hats, and speaking of hats, ladies and gentlemen, if you have them, throw them on the floor because that is a hat trick for Lum.
3-3, 2-16. This is closer than we could have ever hoped for. Realize a kickoff goal. No,
Fake
Matt
kickoff.
is there. A fake kickoff came through. I did not see that. Excuse me, but
It's
Matt
okay.
was there. You excuse me?
I still love you.
I'll take it. Dapper will push forward towards the left side, looking for the love of his teammates. Does not realize how good the love of Subi is, though. It's played center. Realize needs a touch here. Can he
Boom.
find it? Sizz from the back destroys him. Matt not looking to drop down on this one. We'll play it slowly and patiently, but does not go in. 3-3 still. 150 remaining.
And now look at this rotation from Cerberus Esports. A little bit hesitant, not wanting to give up that ever so important, ever so crucial, could be last goal. You know, I'm going to be pretty hyped if they take this game number 2.
Sizz, you won't do it. Oh my God, Dapper almost connects with it as well. 128 Lum pushing across, finds Realize, but Sizz, props to him for being able to be so aggressive on the defensive. And yet again, Sizz just loves the back. Dapper's there, Realize as well, but it's went out by Dapper. Matt in the air to drop one down. Where is Dapper? Sizz is actually the last man on the rotate. Dapper coming in now. Look how quick they are. It's like they have 7 players.
Feels backflip from Lum. Actually going to end up in a turnover because of that. But yes, these guys are quick, and it makes it seem like there's extra players on the field. Like you're playing Chaos.
Oh my
and
God!
What placement from Dapper and the power behind it to add onto it.
He's got to have at least 50 protractors taped to his screen. He finds the Pyre before angle, puts his TI-84 into Radiance.
Well, when you're like 5 feet in front of net and put it on at 72 miles per hour, yeah, that's not getting saved. Even if you touch it, it's blowing through you. So, once again, the face-off, they're pushing way too far forward on these face-offs.
We'll see if they can adapt. They've got 40 seconds to do so. It's played back. Lum, can you be the MVP you have been for this whole game? Lum has been crazy, man. He's gotten 3 shots, 3 on goal, a hat trick for his team. The only one putting shots on target for his team, and it's counting. He's making them count. 28 seconds left. 1 goal separating the 2 teams in game number 2. Dapper is there to push one forward. Lum, though, does have the clear. He'll play out to the right side. Sizz will be beaten by this pass. Champion is there. Lum needs the final touch. Lum, it's weak.
Here we go. Here we go.
Nice to finish.
Bang!
Oh, it's off the post.
That was so close. That's exactly what they needed.
No.
The net was wide open, and he hits post. That was going to take it into overtime, and instead, it's looking like this ball is going to hit the ground and going to Neapolitan. So
it was
close.
there.
So close. But another star going for Neapolitan, taking this one.
It was there, Subi. It was right there.
They had the 1-2-3 passing play down too.
They saw the goal. They were like, and then it disappeared.
But that is also, this is a LAN environment. This is grand finals, not just of some random tournament. $1,000 on the line. I mean, the pressure's got to be just insurmountable right now. And, oh, that hurts my heart so much. I thought it was in.
Oh.
Well, with that said,
Failfish. My head is literally in my hands. I feel so bad.
It's okay. Shim's over here reading chat, and
I'm reading chat. I don't know. I just wanted to see how the viewers
reacted to it. Yeah, because I mean, my heart was broken when that didn't go in. But it looking like maybe Sizz is going to go for a car change or something.
Place a bet. What car is it going to be?
I'm feeling.
Carry Taz stole a pen. Hashtag steal my pen in the chats, please, because that's all that Carry Taz does. Donate. Maybe we'll get the pen back. Subscribe. We'll definitely get the pen back. Try your luck. We want
Wow.
our pen back, but heading into the possible last game here.
Yeah, the possible last game, and I'm not going to be able to take notes. So hopefully that doesn't come to hurt me. Hopefully I can just think of things in my head to say and not have to read stuff I write down. But really, it's only been stars that I've been... Because every time I look into your eyes, I see the stars.
Okay, fair enough. Speaking of stars, Manfield Knight has got a lot of them, because at
Yes.
nighttime is when you actually see the stars.
Unless you're looking into Chimblade's eyes.
I'm usually most feisty at night as well, so I think the
Oh.
nighttime rule still applies. Just a
Okay.
thought. This really is a
Alright.
romantic novel. 5 minutes on the clock, 0-0. As Subi and I understand more and more about each other, get more and more intimate as the cast progresses. This could be the possible last game as well. If Neapolitan wins this game, they head in with the full $1,000 prize pool in Mama Matt's back pocket.
Oh my goodness. Mama Matt is going to be so happy, going to buy all the boys lifetime pass to Chuck E. Cheese after this one.
And all the Rocket League DLC. Sizz, though, will back off. There goes Realize. Dapper and Realize in a 50-50. Played back up high. There goes Dapper. Sizz needs the finish. He's on a... What? He's on a Scarab. As is Dapper. They're all on Scarabs.
They're all on Scarabs. You have got to be kidding me. I love this right now. What better way to hit a ball than being a ball? This is be the ball, okay? And they're taking it to heart, and I love it personally.
I don't understand. Matt looking to put one on target. Champion, though, will push it right back over there. Sizz looking to be the ball. That's what your high school football coach said when you just didn't have the talent, but he didn't know what else to say, so he said, be the ball.
Yeah,
Which means
well,
absolutely nothing.
be the ball boy.
But
That's what he
coaches-
was saying.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're the ball boy?
I was the ball boy. I played left bench.
I was right bench.
not
No
a
way.
true story.
No way. I was center attacking bench. But Realize looking to drop one across. There goes Matt towards the left half of the pitch to the corner. A second touch to Dapper. Dapper, the ball on ball action. Dapper finds goal number 1. 4 balls on the pitch.
There are 4 balls on the pitch, yes. And one of those found the back of the net and proceeded to blow up and send the other balls flying down the field. And that's the way you want to do it, essentially.
They did it right, Subi. They're up 1. All of them so far have got a shot on target. Matt, Dapper, and Sizz all sitting on 1 shot on target. They're having the time of their life, really.
Well, I think everyone here is. If you're not, you're doing it wrong.
I'm having the time of my life because I'm with SubeSmash.
Bam, bam!
Bam, bam, bada bing, bada boom. We'll talk about what happens after the stream. What happens in Lan Diego stays in Lan Diego.
I believe that's a saying that the scholars have been saying for years.
Scholars are smart, so I think we should trust them.
Absolutely.
What happens in Lan Diego stays in Lan Diego. Serb is up high. Champion will miss out. Matt now looking for a push and comes Realize on an Octane, which, funny enough, is not the most common vehicle on the map.
It is not, yeah. That is very odd to see. But I do want to see Cerberus Esports again put that pressure on. I mean, obviously, it wasn't enough to make Neapolitan sweat, but it made me sweat, and it was looking like they were going to send it to OT, and that was close enough in my book. If you can...
No
way!
Goal! What else could I say?
Not much, other than a nice pass from Dapper to Sizz to just hit the back of the net. I don't know. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom, boom shakalaka, 232, 2-0. Neapolitan up, and at this point, they look like they're going to take the whole $1,000 prize pool.
Yeah, it's looking like that, but we do also have a whole nother half of Rocket League to play, and Cerberus Esports seems to be a second half team. At least in game number 2 they were.
Oh my god, Dapper plays into the corner. It's popped up high. The save needed. Lum will push out of his own zone. Sizz ready as well. Plays one left. The second touch is needed, but not found whatsoever. Dapper maybe on the Scarab. Somehow still manages to freestyle on a Scarab.
Well, is it really a freestyle when the ball's just spinning? Is that a freestyle?
I don't know. Well, that's simple geometry about that one. But there goes Sizz. A floater onto net. Can't find the second touch. 150 remaining as the center ball will come through once again. Matt for the finish.
Oh.
Realize on net, able to make the interception. Props to him. A minute and 41 remaining here as Cerberus just cannot push out of their orange zone. They've been playing the full game on the orange zone. Look at that. 5 saves, 0 shots. No fun.
Yeah, you can't have fun when you're getting scored on and not really putting any shots on net yourself. kind of feels like Cerberus Esports is now beating themselves. Oh.
I mean, that can happen. Like, when you lose 2 games, that...
Yeah.
And you might say, like, they're pros, what can we do? And, again, just watch the VODs, watch the replays, learn things. But, again, this is looking closer and closer to the $1,000 prize pool being won out by Neapolitan. Lum will miss out. Dapper is there. Only a minute remaining in this tournament. Assuming that Cerberus Esports does not somehow tie this one back up, Dapper almost finds the finishing touch to secure the deal here. There's Dapper playing it back center towards the penalty box. Still somehow in control, and Lum will finally strip him of any control he has over the game. Matt plays one up high. Dapper to drop one back down. Sizz there as well. Scarabs are actually kind of fun to watch.
They're very fun to watch. And I just realized we only have 40 seconds left, possibly. And we never did a golden Kappa check. If you are in Twitch chat and you are listening, you need to type Kappa in your chat. Make sure you don't have that beautiful golden Kappa.
Oh, speaking of beautiful things, that was a golden shot by Sizz, putting in goal number 3. 27 seconds left. Subi, I am ready to call it.
I think that's very fair, and there is no Kappa behind that shot. That was all business right there.
All PogChamp.
Oh, yeah, that's a final nail in the coffin. This thing, you can wrap it up. Start filling out that check because it is going to Dapper, Matt, and Sizz. They're going to be the first ever PRL LAN champions.
Now, we've never had a LAN before. This is our very first LAN. And what team to take other than Neapolitan? Dapper, Sizz, and Matt. Shout out to Mama Matt for bringing them all here. I think Sizz drove himself, but Dapper and Matt got the hookup on the ride. So there you go. 5 seconds left. A goal will go in. So mathematically speaking, it's possible.
It's possible. And it's probably not probable. But some things in life aren't that possible. But you still attempt them anyway. Such as
me getting to kiss you after the stream. We'll talk about that later. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. It is now impossible for the comeback to come, and that is it. Dapper, Sizz, and Matt Neapolitan take home the $1,000 prize pool. Everybody clap, because that was insane. What a show. Thank you so much.
Let's get the hype. Let's get it going for these guys. If you are in Twitch chat right now, give it up for these guys. They've been here all day. Didn't drop one single game. That's how you come to a tournament. That's how you represent. That's how you take home the money.
We'll take it to Unthink and Caritas. They'll talk to you about analysis, then hype it up. I think we'll get a full staff picture. Is that possible, Unthink? Like a full staff in the same frame. I promise you, I'll get them in the frame. You can see Toki, Husky, Strangest Stranger, our resident 14-year-old, Scheist, who does nothing, and Fox from Nexus. So back to Unthink and Caritas. They'll talk to you about
Thank you guys so much,
down.
the casters. Absolutely fantastic game. Neapolitan clocking in, taking the 3-0 here for the grand finals against Cerberus. I mean, we watched game 1. Just Dapper, just the king of redirects that game. And then it was Lum taking advantage of, overall just an overextension and Dapper working precision striker plays. And then we just watched the third game was just a strong, concise effort from all three. But honestly, Neapolitan, they mixed it up so well and they just brought every single flavor possible.
Yeah, definitely. That last game just full of memes. The triple scarab coming through and being able to finalize that. I blame Sizz wholeheartedly for that one.
I also blame Sizz and his lack of pin. Want to give a shout out to our second place Cerberus. That is Lum, champion, and Realize taking home the $300 prize there for second place. And our first place grand champions, Neapolitan, Sizz, Matt, and Dapper. Give them a round of applause. And that's absolutely fantastic. We've got a lot of great stuff. We talked a lot about some of the players here on Neapolitan in general. I think we want to give a shout out in general, MVP. After all, I mean, I got to say, Matt and Sizz and Dapper all worked so well together. Great chemistry, good passing skills. They brought everything to the table. They didn't drop a single series in this entire tournament. And we got to say, MVP, who do you want to give it to? I think we both agree on this one.
Dapper.
Dapper, absolutely. Dapper bringing home. He took not one, not two. Did he take 3 hat tricks home for this last final series?
I think that's the case, and I'm not surprised whatsoever.
Not even in the slightest there. So congratulations to the folks in Neapolitan, and now we want to give a special thanks and a welcome to all the folks at LAN Diego who made this all possible. Come on, everyone, get all up in here. We want to thank all of the folks who made LAN Diego #7 a great show here today. All the Psionic staff for joining us today. All of the wonderful sponsors who made this great great prize pool possible. Shimblade, Subi, Carrie Taz, our special guests Sizz, Matt, and Dapper who joined us for the interviews. Rizzo's FaceTime session. Where did that come from? All the Lan Diego crew and Furtive Raccoon for helping make all of this show a huge success. San Diego State University for hosting and having a great event space for us. All of the players who joined us today, the PRL cast and crew who worked tirelessly to make this show a reality and make all of the broadcasts possible here. A huge shout out to Scheist for just doing weird stuff that he always does. And of course the operations folks from Nexus joining us, Carrie jumping in at the last second. And of course all of the viewers who jumped into us and joined us for the past 6 hours of broadcast. Thank you all, and once again, thank you all for joining us for PRL's host of LAN Diego 7. This has been Unthink Carrie Taz, and everyone here from PRL and all of the Rocket League crew, thank you so much. Yeah. Woo!